Hi guys, it's the other Miss Wolf again. Hi, I'm back. I'm going to show you how we're going to finish our landscape paintings that you started yesterday. I'm sure you did a great job painting yours with the ground and the hills and the mountains and the sky. I hope you got all those parts in there with those different colors and you didn't just mix it all together because then it would just be all gray. Ugh. So today we're going to make our landscape even more beautiful. We're going to put some trees in the landscape. Some trees are very, very tall. They're very straight and very tall. And we're going to put some trees in this picture that go all the way across our paper. So they're trees that are coming all the way down, going all the way up to the top of the sky. They're really, really tall, skinny trees. The way we're going to do that is so cool. I'm going to show you now. So I'm going to give you a brush, a paintbrush. Oopsie. I'll be right back. I'm back. So I'm going to give you a paintbrush to paint your trees. First, we're going to use the color yellow. I know it's weird. Trees aren't usually yellow, but we're going to start with yellow. So I'm going to get some paint, some yellow paint on my paintbrush. Remember, when you're painting with a paintbrush, you don't want to get it all over the silver part, just on the hairs. The hairs on a paintbrush are made out of camel hair. They take the hairs from camels and they put them on paintbrushes. They do. It's a camel hair brush. So we're going to put the paint on the hair of the camel that gave us his hair for a paintbrush. We're not going to put it on the handle, just on the hair of the camel. And we're going to paint a tree. We're going to start at the top and then go straight down the picture through all the colors. You're going to need to get a lot of paint and paint it real thick, back and forth, up and down, up and down. Trees stand up and down, so these are going to be some straight lines going up and down our picture. So that I want you to paint with your hand going up and down when you paint your trees, not back and forth. So the tree stands up tall. Then we're going to clean off the yellow. And to make sure you get your brush clean and dry it, because we don't want to get extra water in our paint. Then we're going to use brown paint. Get it on the brush like we did with the yellow, with just on the camel hairs. Then you're going to paint with the brown right on top of the yellow. Up and down, same place you put the yellow. So cover up all the yellow with the brown. We don't want to make our trees so big that they take up our whole picture. So don't make your tree really big. Just go up and down for one tree. Then, this is cool. Watch. I'm going to use a fork to draw some lines on my paper. We're going to draw lines in the paint with a fork. So I want you to take the fork at the top and go straight down the paper. Oh, I had a magnet problem. You won't have a magnet problem because you're not using magnets. You're using a table. But I'm going to use my fork now and go down the tree. It's going to show all the colors, the yellow, the green, the purple, the blue that was in the sky, or it might just show yellow if yours is drier than mine. But it shows like lines in the bark. Let me move it closer so you can see the lines. Do you see those lines? I wiggled my fork a little bit so those lines weren't perfectly straight, and that's okay. I can make some wiggly lines, and you can make some wiggly lines. Then you might want to wipe your fork on your paper towel so you can use it again. Then we're going to paint another tree the same way. So I'm going to get my paintbrush again with the camel hairs. Get some yellow on the end. Paint another tree going up and down, up and down, up and down. Same spot, up and down. Then, you remember what's next? Brown. I'm going to paint brown over the yellow, up and down. This is a neat way to paint bark on a tree. So we're going to make the rough, bumpy texture of a bark on a tree. Up and down the tree. Now the cool part, where I make the lines with my fork going down, and you can wiggle it back and forth to make the bark go different ways. That looks so awesome. You might want to wipe it off again so you're not putting extra paint on when you scratch through the next one. Let's try to paint 3 trees. You might have time to put 4 or maybe even 5 if there's a lot of room in your painting and you have time, you could paint 5 trees on the paper in your landscape. So first, we need yellow. And I put it in brown, so I gotta get yellow. Put some yellow on the end of your brush. Then we're gonna go up and down with yellow. This tree could be close to another tree, or it could be farther away from another tree. You can put them wherever you want, going up and down in your picture. All right, now I need brown. So first is yellow, and then the brown. If you use the yellow first, when you scratch through your tree with the fork, and you scratch through that brown paint, you're gonna see the yellow underneath. It's hiding under there. So we need to put the yellow on to make it hide first, and then the brown on top. So paint your yellow first, then your brown, then fork. We can make some lines, and I'm making some real wiggly ones this time. We can put some lines on our bark. Now you don't have to push really hard with the fork to make those lines, because you don't want to dig a hole in your paper. If you push real hard, it's going to make a hole in your painting, and that wouldn't be so beautiful. So just do it very gently and pull the fork down and you'll make some lines. I'm going to do one more tree in mine because I think I could use one more beautiful tree in this landscape. So first I need yellow. Let's see, I think I will put this tree next to that one, and I'm going to make it lean over just a little bit. You can do that with your tree if you want. Make it lean over. Sometimes trees don't stand straight up, but it's still going up in the sky. I might need a little more yellow because that's not a lot of yellow there. Use a lot of yellow and go up and down, up and down, up and down. Now I need to go up and down with brown. And paint that right on top of the yellow. I'm not just painting them all over the paper. I'm painting right on top of the yellow with the brown. So paint yellow and then the brown. Up and down, up and down. And I'm covering up all the yellow because it needs to hide under the brown. Ooh, that looks pretty good, I think. It's time for the bark. Time to use the fork to make the tree bark. I'm gonna make it go down and wiggle around some. Ooh, that looks like one tree with 2 different parts. Sometimes trees have trunks that go 2 different ways, and it makes a tree with 2 parts. I think that looks pretty awesome. I hope yours does too. I'm gonna help you paint your own trees now. And just remember, you wanna use yellow first, and then cover it with the brown so you're hiding the yellow, and then you get to use your awesome fork. We wanna be sure that we don't break our forks so we can use them again, so be very gentle and careful. I'll see you soon, and the other Miss Wolf is seeing you now. Bye.